What is up, guys? Welcome to the South Coast. Welcome to my messy little work table bench sort of thing that I got going on. Today's video, we're going to be building a floundering light. So let me show you what I've done. Let me show you what we're about to do. All right, guys. So the other night I came out here to the garage and decided to build this floundering light. So if you're not familiar, floundering light, basically you get an underwater LED type light, a power supply of sorts, assemble it all with some PVC, and then you can turn the light on. The light goes down in the water, you hold it, hold a gig in your other hand, and as you're walking through the shallow water here on the South Coast, you see a flounder, you jab it with a gig, and then you caught yourself a flounder. It's been a while since I've had a flounder light, so I decided to try and make one. I made this one. As you can see, it works. Basically, it is a 12-volt LED light, basically a spreader light for like a T-top on a boat. And I have it wired up to this DeWalt battery. So this DeWalt battery is on this adapter, and this adapter came with a transformer to step the 20-volt DeWalt battery voltage down to 12 volts. It's mounted inside of this little termination box here. All this, all the termination box and all the PVC and all that came from Lowe's. Everything else came from Amazon. And so I'll have links for all this sort of stuff down in the comment section or in the description of the video. But I got this all put together. I started messing around with it, feeling how it sort of balanced, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So what I think I'm going to do is make another one, but we're going to eliminate this junction box. We're going to eliminate the transformer. I did a little bit more research on these lights that I got, and they say that they're good for 12 volt or 24 volt operation. So I got another DeWalt battery adapter, and we're just going to run straight battery voltage to the light. So without any further jabbering on my part, let's go ahead and build a floundering light that runs on DeWalt batteries. Let's get to it. All right, so here's a quick look at sort of the piece parts that you'll need to put one of these floundering lights together. Obviously, a stick of PVC. This is just a 5-foot stick of 1-inch PVC. You can also use 3/4 inch. I've seen a bunch of 3/4 inch lights out there. Really, my local store didn't have a short stick, that 5-foot stick of 3/4 inch, so I just bumped everything up to 1 inch. 3 1-inch caps, a 1-inch T, and then some wiring. This is like a marine grade wiring. This is 12 gauge. Probably don't need 12 gauge. Probably get away with 14 or even 16 gauge, to be honest. Some electrical tape. Also got this 5200 marine adhesive. The DeWalt battery adapter. This is on Amazon. I'll put a link to it down in the description. I went ahead and modified mine a little bit and put this belt clip on it. So my plan is to just be able to clip that on my belt once the battery is installed. So that'll clip to my belt. I'll have the wire running to the light instead of putting it all on the light. I think that was just a little too awkward. So we'll hang the battery on the belt, have a wire lead that runs to the light. We should be good there. And then these LEDs. So a fellow that I work with does a lot of floundering. These are the lights that he uses. So we're going to try these out. He gave me a couple tips on how to make sure they'll last a little bit longer. It's part of why we have the 5200 marine adhesive. He basically puts a bead around this lens area, and then he said he usually tries to seal up where this wire goes in. So we'll probably do that as well. But yeah, those are the piece parts you need. Not a lot of stuff. These lights come in a 2-pack, so they'll be linked in the description as well. So think that's all the piece parts you need. Oh, and then just some electrical butt connectors to get the wiring all connected up. So that's that. What I'm going to do is probably set up a time lapse, and I'm just going to go through and build it. Should be pretty self-explanatory. Maybe I won't time lapse it. I don't know. We're going to start building it. We'll see what we get done. Also, if you don't have one of these for cutting PVC, smaller diameter PVC, highly recommend it. I'll have this linked down in the description as well. Super convenient. All right, so we got our 3 pieces of PVC cut. And this is basically the overall build. Hard to get it all in one shot, but you can sort of see. You got this piece that'll rest against your forearm, your handle right there, and down here on the bottom is where we mount the light. All right, I'm gonna file this these markings down on the cap. That way we can have a nice flat surface to drill our hole. Probably don't have to do that part, but I don't want that drill bit walking around on me as I'm trying to drill the hole. The hardware that comes with these lights comes with a 5/16 bolt, so grab a 5/16 drill bit. See if we can drill a hole somewhat centered in this cap. Doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, that's not perfectly centered, but it will do. So let's get this light assembled. Just got these square nuts that drop in here, and then these little Allen bolts go in from the side. Bolt this bracket in. All right, that's on there. The bolt goes in the bracket side. It's got 2 little tabs on it that will keep it from rotating. Put it through our cap. You could seal this up with some sealant. I'm not going to right now. To be honest, I plan to just try this light out for a bit before I really gob on the sealant and stuff like that. All right, so now the plan is to drill a hole in the PVC pipe. Basically what my plan is, we'll run this wire down in that hole, stick it out the bottom of the pipe. We'll then run our other piece of wire from up by the handle down out the bottom. We'll make our connections, and then we'll pull those connections back up into this tube with the PVC. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more protected doing that. So that's the plan. Let's see if it will actually work out. All right, yeah, that'll work. So that's a 1/4 inch hole that's a little bit wallowed out. Prep these wires a little bit, got a little too much exposed. All right, so we got that wire coming out of the bottom. We'll get our wire for our light running out the bottom as well. We'll get this wire prepped, do our butt connectors, connect it up. These are just simple butt connectors with the heat shrink coating on them. Now let's see if we can fish it up through there. All right, so that hole will come out the bottom like that. And guys, I'm gonna go back, once we get it all mocked up and I test it out a bit, I'll come back, take all these pieces apart and actually use PVC glue to glue them all together. Right now, we're just getting it put together. I'm gonna test it out a couple nights, floundering before we get everything glued together in case I need to make changes. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button and I'll make any updates as I go. All right, So that's run through there. We'll set this sort of over to the side, and we'll get this side connected. All right, that's all taped up, all connected. So let's do a little test run. This is basically how it's going to be set up. Turn this a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to go back and glue it all together later on. But basically, the battery with the adapter and the clip will clip on the belt or pocket or whatever. That'll clip on like that. It's got a switch on it, so hit that switch and got your light. I'm gonna turn off the lights in the garage, show you all what it looks like. Basically just walking in the water, looking for those flounders. Now, I'm just going to use a little bit of this 5200. If you have never used any sort of marine adhesive sealant, 5200 is by far one of the strongest adhesives or sealants I've ever messed with. Using it on a boat, it will pull the gel coat off the fiberglass before it will come undone. We're just gonna do a little bit here. Shouldn't take much. Get it sealed in. This is probably where I'm going to make a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, that looks pretty good. That's all we're going to do with that. That 5200 is some really good stuff. I don't want to overdo it. All right, guys. Well, that is going to wrap this video up. Pretty simple build. Really simple process. Doing the PVC is pretty straightforward, easy to do. The wiring, it's just 2 wires, a couple butt connectors, you're good to go. So get out there and make you a flounder light. If you live anywhere on the coast where you can do any kind of floundering, this is a simple build. It's not very expensive. I'll have links for the light, the wiring, the battery adapter down in the description. All the PVC stuff you can get at your local hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, all those sort of places. You can get that sort of stuff. And yeah, like I said, it's an easy build, not terribly difficult to put it all together. I'll be testing it out with the belt clip version, seeing how I like that, seeing how these lights do. And I'll be sure to report back if there's anything worth reporting. Hopefully we'll get some weather here that will cooperate on the South Coast for a bit to where we can go get out there, do some floundering. And if I have success with this, I'll definitely come back and tell you about it. And if I run into any problems, I'll come back and tell you about it. So, like I said earlier, click that subscribe button if you want to follow along for more. I know this video is a little bit outside of what I usually do on this channel, but just wanted to do a video on these builds. There's plenty other build videos out there on YouTube, plenty other lights just like this you can buy from stores. If you're in an area that does floundering, tackle shops will sell these things. A lot of folks are building them and selling them on Facebook. The guy I bought my floundering gig from, he sells a version of these lights. His version looks a lot better than mine, to be honest. But just want to try it out, see how it goes, and enjoy the little project. So hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up if you like this video, drop me a comment down in the comment section. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave them down there. I know there's probably 1,000 better ways to build a flounder light than how I did it. So if you got any tips, tricks, anything like that, put them down there in the comment section as well to help other people. If you see me making any big mistakes, please put them down there so other people don't make those mistakes as well. But anyway, guys, we're wrapping this one up. Hope y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time down here on the South Coast.